To Bittner the pleasure of writing an St. DuPont, the Haute Creation Museum's collection. So come on, let me show you. It's a real pleasure to welcome our good friend Marc Alfieri from St. DuPont and the Haute Creation. He's the creative mind behind all these museum quality masterpieces. And it's a true pleasure, Marc, to have you here in Carmel with us today.
Thank you, Detlef.
Yes. So it's a long way from Paris.
Was a long trip, but you deserve it.
California sunshine. Well, thank you.
The sunshine was amazing today. So.
Perfect. So come on here. Let's get right to it. This is an amazing display, and I think I'm going to let Marc point a few highlights out, and maybe we're just going to go right to the centerpiece right here, the Alberger, and I'm going to let Marc explain a little bit more about the piece.
So let's start the history with the Alebrije. This is coming mainly from very traditional folk art from Mexico. They are doing kind of small animals with paper, very colorful. So we did that one in semi-precious stones such as tiger eyes, tortoise, etc. All the legs are in massive bronze with gold plating, and it's a limited edition to 8 pieces. Then we can maybe move to the double dragon, which is a very amazing piece made of bronze with a gold plating. Then we have that very luminous red Chinese lacquer. Also limited edition to 88 pieces. Let's move to something very sensible for the French, which is the Notre Dame before the burning. So this is a pen made of solid sterling silver with a very nice black decoration and white Chinese lacquer all around it. Look at the details of the sculpture. It's very, very, very refined and elegant. Then we have the famous black gold, which is also a stunning piece made in limited edition of 88 pieces, completely made in bronze with a black patina on it.
Marc, so I am absolutely amazed by your creativity. What is your thought process? How do you come up with all these incredible fantasies and create and put them into reality?
I mean, there is no secret, in fact. Sometimes you have the idea, sometimes you haven't. So it's just a question of being patient and having just the idea came in and then
letting it develop.
Yes.
But you have to have knowledge about materials and knowledge about the process just to make it come from here to reality, right?
Yes, of course. Each time it's when you create something, you must be sure about the possibility of making it.
Yes.
In a working process, I mean.
Yes. And you have with DuPont, St. DuPont, 150-year-old history that you can draw upon.
Of course.
Lacquer work, you're famous for lacquer work, you're very famous for your metal work and for your silversmithing. So there's a number of different traditional craftsmanship that come together. Sculpting, there's sculpting involved.
Yes.
A lot of these pieces, like this, is done in bronze casting.
Yes, it is. So at first we make a drawing, a sketch, hand drawing with a pencil. Then we go to 3D process
Yes.
for making all the molds. After that, with the molds, we are creating a wax objet, you know. And with that wax, we are doing all the metallic part on the pen. So,
So
including
it's
the
lost,
dragon,
lost
it's
wax
lost
method,
wax
lost wax
with a
method.
vacuum
Yes.
process.
Yes.
Then we have to polish everything. We have to do gold plating on it. So it's a very, very long process of end finishing.
It's amazing the amount of detail that you're able to achieve. Not just on the dragon, but I'm looking also here at the Notre Dame piece, which is, I don't know if you can get a little bit closer to it, but the detail of this pen is just absolutely amazing. So you are,
Yeah, this is because computer is one thing to do all the 3D renderings, but after that you need human skills to refine every detail. So everything is redone by hand.
yes,
That's why we have a so precise detailing on everything. Looks at the gargoyles.
yes, the gargoyles that are
They-
on Notre Dame on every
Yeah.
corner.
They are looking alive.
Yes. The detail is just amazing and fabulous. And then underneath is lacquer and Urushi
Yes.
lacquer. Can you
Yes, it is.
maybe tell me a little bit more about the process of lacquering and what is involved in the process of lacquering?
So we have a special process inside because the people who are doing the lacquering into the Est Dupont manufacture, I prefer to say manufacture because it's not a factory, you know.
Yes.
It's all done by hand, so
Yes.
it's a real manufacturer. And so the people who are doing all the lacquering process are like a kind of national living treasure, you know.
Yes.
So everything is really done by hand. So that's why we have a so precise and very exclusive process on lacquering.
I heard you told me last night over dinner that the lacquering process goes up to 40 times lacquering and it then has to get
Yeah.
heated and cured in ovens multiple times.
Of course, this is depending on what we are working for.
Yes.
Pencil, it's not that much layers. But for instance, on the lighter, we are going to put sometime 32 layers of lacquering
Amazing.
with baking
Yes.
between all lacquering.
So just lacquering processes
Yes.
can be multiple days and many hours just
Yes.
of curing the lacquer.
Yes, if we want to have this level of quality, there is no way we must do that.
Yes, yes. So just maybe to focus in on this piece here, one time we haven't talked about that yet. This is the tournier.
Yeah,
And-
this is a Tournaire Two Saints piece we are doing in collaboration with a foundry in France. And it seems to be a simple piece, but it's a very difficult one because everything is moving, you know. You see all the circle of constellation are moving, so it's all articulated. And this is all made by casting. So you can imagine the precision we must have to do that.
Yes, and just to highlight this, this is the Zodiac collection, and there is a special pen for each of the Zodiacs.
Yes,
And
definitely.
how long does it take if one want to special order one of these pens? Since these are all very small, limited editions,
Yeah,
correct?
it's a 3 months delivery time.
Yes.
It's made upon order.
So then basically if I order a pen, I know it is made for me.
Yes, it will be made exclusively for you.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Mark. This was really enlightening and it's
Thank
been
you,
fun to
Detlef.
have
It
you
was
here.
a pleasure to be there in
Absolutely.
Carmel with you.
Thank you so much.